NaNoWriMo, you've caused such a radical change in the writing community. Good or bad, depending on whom you talk to. Bad according to my recent videos on the topic of NaNoWriMo. Do I actually think NaNoWriMo is a bad change on the writing community? Yes I do. But that answer is not that simple or complete. With the start of Camp NaNo this month, I've decided I'll cover my true thoughts and concerns on NaNoWriMo. What up, Internet? I'm Tim Green, and this is my writing channel. You can download my free Excel word count trackers. Bing! Like, subscribe, let's get started. I used to be a huge supporter of NaNoWriMo, and even posted videos on this channel with tips on how to stay motivated during Nano. It's ironic because when I posted those videos, the effects of doing NaNoWriMo were going strong for me. And I went from being a strong supporter of Nano to being down on it in my most recent videos. No, I'm not going to make you go watch all those videos to figure this out, though I do suggest you watch them for the topics I cover in them. Let's just say I realized that NaNoWriMo was reinforcing some of my great author failures and their effects. For years, people have been posting on blogs the problems with Nano, but not much on YouTube. And nothing woke me up to this problem more when I wrote my novella of my work in progress, Truthsayer, during Nano a few years ago. Yes, you heard me correctly. The novella. And it's back when I still thought it was a shorter story. A novella is supposed to be about 50,000 words at the max. My goal was 35,000, and I had 20,000 words of Truthsayer written when I stopped participating. The problem was those 20,000 words were in the prologue, all because I needed to hit my word count goal. It was only then I realized the problems with Nano. And my last few videos on the topic of NaNoWriMo have been negative focus. It's because I was covering the downside of NaNoWriMo. Though I will say I was a little angry, and I don't want to be that way when Nano comes around. At that time, I was working through my own issues and thoughts on the dangers of Nano, as well as talking about those, and also not seeing anyone talk about it only made it worse. I do want to be positive when Nano comes around, and help writers who want to learn how to write a novel but also want to participate in National Novel Writing. To do that, I had to get it out of my system. That's the way I posted those videos the way I did. Also, the fact that my brain is very negative focus, and so much easier to focus on that than the positive. The negative focus of my brain is something I'm currently working on. When I finally saw the downsides to NaNoWriMo, it was all I could see. As I mentioned already, seeing that no one else talking about it made it so much worse. If you look at how NaNoWriMo is perceived to new writers, it's very simple. If you want to write a novel, this is how you do it. That's not true. National Novel Writing Month was never meant to how to write a novel. It was to write 50,000 words in 30 days. Yes, you heard that right. Words, not a novel. New writers don't see that when they hear about Nano and learn of it. They learn you do Preptober in October and plan everything and then write it in November. No. If NaNoWriMo gets people who've always wanted to write a novel to do that and learn how to actually go about writing a novel, that's awesome! But it's not okay if they walk away thinking you write a novel in 30 days and then get down on themselves when they can't do it, especially when many established writers and authors can't do that. My thoughts on the dangers of NaNoWriMo have not changed. That's clear. Even those people who commented on those videos claiming I was wrong when I wasn't, or claiming I was blaming Nano for my own failures, though on that video where that person accused me of that, I actually said in the video I blamed myself, but also blamed Nano for what it was reinforcing. It doesn't mean I'm against National Novel Writing Month. This leads me to my actual thoughts on NaNoWriMo. Like many things, there are pros and cons to everything, and it's very clear that goes for NaNoWriMo. I am no longer going to blindly support National Novel Writing Month like I used to do. Those who participate in National Novel Writing need to know the cons and dangers of it, so they can take precautions to prevent them. I can still do that, without having to be that angry, hate-filled writer on YouTube. I can also encourage those who are participating in National Novel Writing Month, regardless if they're falling into those cons or not. Well, I can't tell you for sure what topics I'll be covering around November, but I'm pretty sure at least one will be on NaNoWriMo. Most likely, I'm just going to ignore it. Well, until I know I can post videos about Nano, positive or negative, but are still feel supportive. You might have noticed that I've constantly referred to NaNoWriMo in this video, which is held in November, and not a single mention of Camp NaNo, which is held in April and July. This is because I completely despise Camp NaNo as an idea. It's taking this concept way too far. It's only reinforcing this idea that this is how you write a novel. Yes, I know the rules aren't the same as November, but it's just not necessary. Only one writing event like Nano is needed per year. This way, people who participate in November can finish their novels, because novels are more than 50,000 words, then edit them, and then start planning for the novel they'll write next November. Instead of rushing their development in October, which is only there for wannabe authors to sell pretty notebooks. Since I don't like the idea of Camp NaNo, I'm going to ignore them. So there's no point in me doing a video on Camp NaNo when it's just basically gonna give me an unnecessary reason to rant on how stupid and useless they are. There you have my thoughts on National Novel Writing Month. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you would smash that like button and subscribe. Don't forget, you can download my free Excel word count trackers. So what are the best writing tools for brainstorm? Click this video here to find out my 3 tools that I still use for my brainstorm. And I'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Bye!